Good morning, everyone. My name is Junaid Ahmed, and today,
Welcome to Catalyze, the Connected Leaders Academy virtual conference designed to reshape your vision of transformation. As we navigate the evolving business landscape, our speakers will unveil innovative strategies to manage and initiate change. Prepare to adapt, innovate, and lead, ensuring your role as a catalyst in this transformative era.
my name is Junaid, and today I want to take you on a journey, not just through the technicalities of setting up a home studio, but the transformation, but the transformative power of dedication, passion, and relentless pursuit of excellence. Imagine starting in a cluttered basement and evolving into a space that rivals professional studios. This is my story, and it can be yours too. It was 2018. I had already started my podcast, and I got invited to attend a LinkedIn local event. I took my iPhone and a gimbal, either to capture, eager to capture the experience. Now, this simple action sparked a connection with the event host who suggested I teach others about smartphone video production. Despite my initial nerves, I agreed to speak at the next event. And when the moment came, those butterflies, oh my God. But the host encouraged me. He came up on stage, helped me overcome my fear, and I was able to deliver that talk. That experience inspired me to create a course, Mastering iPhone Video Production, which is now a published book. However, I faced challenges setting up my home studio, balancing family time and improving my on camera delivery. Now, to overcome these, I turned to interviewing amazing guests through podcasting and joined Toastmasters to refine my speaking skills. Have you ever wondered what could happen if you took that first step, no matter how small? It's like planting a seed in rocky soil. Nurturing your skills can lead to unexpected growth. Great things never come from comfort zones. Start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can. When the pandemic hit, I dedicated my time to leveling up my home office. I rearranged my space, put things out, brought things in. I drew inspiration from Pat Flynn's live streams, a long-time podcaster, and I realized that I had all the gear I needed. Being in video production for the past decade tends to do that. Now, as I upgraded my studio, I received invitations to share my setup on various podcasts. The more I practiced, the more confident I became, reducing the friction in my content creation process. Now, this allowed me to focus more on my delivery and the quality of my content. But let me share a bit about my what this practice looked like. Every day I committed to creating something, whether it was a short video, a podcast episode, or a simple tutorial. I started small, practicing my delivery in front of the camera, recording countless times until I felt comfortable. I would then review these recordings, noting areas for improvement, and this process wasn't just about repetition. It was about deliberate practice, constantly refining my skills. In addition to my own practice, I sought feedback from trusted friends and mentors. Their insights were invaluable, pointing out blind spots I hadn't noticed. I joined online communities and forums, sharing my work, receiving constructive criticism from fellow creators, and this external perspective accelerated my growth. Moreover, I made a habit of studying successful content creators. I analyzed their techniques, their delivery, and their production quality. Now, this wasn't about copying them, but rather understanding what made their content effective and finding ways to incorporate those elements into my own style. Through this consistent practice, I discovered that confidence on camera comes from familiarity and comfort with the process. The more I practiced, the more natural it felt, and the more authentic my voice emerged. This practice wasn't just about improving my technical skills, it was about finding and honing my unique style as a content creator. Now, what could daily practice do for your skills and confidence? Think about that, because consistency is the key to success. It's not about perfection, it's about making progress every single day. That's how people run marathons. They practice every single day running distances so that they can complete this big, long marathon without a hiccup. Now, the first major investment in my studio was a high quality microphone, followed by proper lighting since my studio was in the basement. My tech background gave me an edge, allowing me to confidently teach others. My my storytelling skills improved significantly as I fine-tuned my setup and continued podcasting, interviewing over 500 guests. Now, each upgrade in my equipment and skills brought a new level of professionalism to my work. When I started, I used a basic USB microphone and an entry-level lighting setup. But as my skills and content quality improved, I upgraded to a high-quality microphone like the Shure MV7. This made a noticeable difference in my audio. Now, lighting was another crucial upgrade. Moving from a simple desk lamp and overhead lights to a professional softbox lighting kit transformed the visual quality of my videos. These upgrades were not just about spending money, they were strategic investments in my craft. With each upgrade, I faced a new learning curve, understanding the nuances of different microphones, mastering the art of 3-point lighting, and learning how to use a DSLR camera as a webcam. Looking at the lens when recording were all part of the journey. Now, these challenges pushed me to research, experiment, and practice even more. But upgrading wasn't just about technical aspects. It was also about recognizing the right time to level up. I didn't rush into buying the most expensive gear from the start. Instead, I focused on mastering my current setup and understanding its limitations. When I felt I had outgrown my equipment, I knew it was time to take the next step. This methodical approach ensured that each upgrade was meaningful and impactful. It wasn't about having the latest gadgets, it was about making each piece of equipment count towards improving my content quality and delivery. So, when do you know that it's time to level up your gear and skills? Because each upgrade is going to bring a new challenge and new opportunities, pushing me to the next level, pushing you to the next level. Remember, growth begins at the end of your comfort zone. When you feel limited, it's time to elevate your tools and mindset. Find people who are doing the same thing, and you will discover what you're missing. Now, fixing my lighting and refining my tech stack not only improved the quality of my content, but also boosted my confidence. Who doesn't want to boost in their confidence? So continuous practice and engagement with my podcast audience honed my storytelling abilities. This balance of aesthetics and functionality transformed my studio into a space that looked and sounded professional. So, how does your environment affect your creativity and productivity? Remember, the right lighting can transform not just your video quality, but your entire workspace environment. Think of your studio like a garden, and with the right care and attention, it can flourish beautifully. The, mo- the most unexpected lesson was learning to have a backup plan. With the arrival of a new baby in 22, I had to step away from work more often, and this required automating systems and relying on a trusted member. When motivation waned, I sought encouragement from my podcasting community, much like marathon participants rely on the sideline cheers. They're just by the end of the line and they just got to keep going, and those cheers help. Now, these experiences taught me resilience and the importance of flexibility. Now, one of the most significant challenges I faced was balancing my growing family responsibilities with my professional commitments. When my baby was born, I found myself needing to step away from work more frequently. This was a new demanding reality that required me to rethink how I manage my time and resources. I invested in project management tools, automated workflows for my podcast and content creation schedule, and this allowed me to streamline tasks that previously took up a lot of my time, such as editing, uploading, and social media posting. Having these systems in place meant that even when I had to step away unexpectedly, my work continued seamlessly. Relying on a trusted team member also became so crucial. I learned the importance of delegation, and having someone who could step in and handle key responsibilities was so crucial. Now, this has not only ensured that my project stayed on track, but also provided me with a peace of mind to focus on my family when needed. There were times when motivation waned, especially when juggling so many responsibilities. And during these periods, I turned to my podcasting community for support. Now, engaging with other creators, sharing experiences, and receiving feedback helped reignite my passion and drive. These experiences taught me valuable lessons in resilience and flexibility. I learned to adapt to new circumstances, finding creative problems, finding creative solutions to problems, and keep moving forward despite setbacks. So what happens when your best laid plans go awry? How do you adapt? You're not going to believe it, but a new baby taught me more about time management and resilience than any professional course ever could. Because life challenges are like hurdles in a race. Each one you overcome brings you closer to the finish line. Now, my content directly addresses audience questions, often walking them through software or hardware tutorials. And after consulting over 200 clients and helping them build their spaces and their studios, I can quickly diagnose and suggest improvements to anybody's setup by just looking at their photo or their video. Now, many of my audiences have successfully implemented my techniques, even mimicking elements of my studio design. And helps me, this interaction helps my audience and continuously sharpens my skills. So how can you turn feedback and questions into valuable content? that serves your audience? Because your audience is your greatest teacher. When you listen to their needs, you will always create value. In fact, the most beautiful story that I've seen happen in real life, high level, a company that started with just 10 people barely 5 years ago is sitting at 1,000 employees and serving 60,000 customers because they listened to their audience. They listened to their customers and they brought the improvements into their software. And it is one of the fastest growing technology company that I had the opportunity to meet with. Now, as technology evolves, effective communication and personal development fundamentals will always remain crucial. My future vision includes continuing to teach and inspire entrepreneurs, ensuring they understand the importance of good sound and video. Sound is so important. People can recognize you from your voice if your microphone is set up correctly. In fact, just a few months ago, I was at a dinner and this gentleman leaned over as he was listening to me talk to other people. And he's like, "Hey, is that you, Junaid?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Dude, I just heard you and I could recognize you from your voice because I paid so much attention in setting up my studio, my sound environment that people can recognize me before they even see me from my voice." So I'll keep sharing the basics of setting up proper spaces as these are the foundations for any successful content creations. As we go into the future with AI stepping in, what will the next evolution of home studios look like? And how can we stay ahead? Because despite these rapid technological advancements, good sound and video basics will remain unchanged. What you need to master is your delivery. What you need to master is how you show up on camera, is how you're recognized on camera and in audio. Because these technological changes will completely, because technology will change continuously. But the art of storytelling will always remain the same. No wonder there's content being shared from speakers that spoke 100 years ago or 50 years ago, and that message still resonating because storytelling is ingrained in humanity. It's ingrained in how we grow up. It's ingrained in how we teach our kids. It's ingrained in how we tell our stories and share it with the people that we care most about. So master the basics, and your message will always find its audience. Remember, mastering your home studio is about embracing the process, staying committed, and letting your passion shine. Because each stage brings new challenges and triumphs. Let your journey be a testament to your dedication. Thank you, and let's inspire and elevate each other to new heights. Because your journey is your story. Your journey is what makes you unique. Your journey is who you are, is what takes you to where you're going to be. Like Jose mentioned, we are, we have not arrived yet. We are still arriving. So write your story with passion, perseverance, and purpose. People are waiting for your story. They're waiting to connect with you. They're waiting to hear your story. They're waiting to be embraced by your journey. Your journey is what makes you unique. Yes, there might be another Junaid in the world, but his journey is totally different. In fact, I met somebody the same name as mine, and he's running it for Congress in Chicago. And I was like, wow, that sounds pretty cool. Junaid Ahmed running for Congress. But again, your journey is what makes you unique. It is your brand. It is yours alone. There's nobody else that is like you. So make sure that your video and your audio is also as unique and professional as you are, because people can't wait to hear from you. Thanks so much for this opportunity.
Thank you for participating in today's enlightening session of Catalyze. As we transition to our next expert, remember that each strategy and insight is a step toward becoming a transformative leader in your field. Visit connectedleadersacademy.com to stay engaged and informed. The journey of change is ongoing. Let's move forward together.